This is Click the Clown Part 2, right? So far we have this, right? Today we're going to program the timer 1. It's tick event, right? Every time it ticks, and we have it set to every 5 milliseconds. So every 5 milliseconds, this code's going to run. And then we're going to code the picture box. It's the click event for the picture box. So, right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set the picture box one's top, right, which was I believe 11. The top of this guy, well, it doesn't really matter. Right here is location 643, or this is the top right there, 150. This is its left. I mean, it doesn't really matter what number that starts at, but it's whatever that top is plus the V rate, and the V rate we're starting as 1. That's one of our form level variables. And we're going to do the same thing with the left, picture box dot left, which is that 600 number. This is the 600 number plus the H rate, which is 1. Now the V rate stands for vertical and H stands for horizontal. And that's basically the speed it's going to be moving. So the collision detection with the sides, the boundaries of the window. And we're going to do that by checking where the picture box is, right? Now again, this one doesn't quite look as good, and we could probably set this a little better, right? Because it kind of ducks. Looks like the sides are pretty good, but that top, the dog's let me just see this side again. Speed this up. And so the sides look okay. Sides look okay, but the top could be a little better. Again, we probably did this with the clown image, which the size of the box is a little different. So you can just do this for now, and then you can fix it if you want. We're going to do this by checking the location of the picture box. So it doesn't really know it's hitting the top or the bottom. So it's a picture box, the top left corner, this guy, top left corner, its top value is greater than 400, right? So this is to see if we hit the bottom. So if this guy is down here, and this, right, once he hits here, and that top value gets to 400, right? Matter of fact, we can look at this now and see what it is. Since we moved that image right there. So it looks like 459. You can change that to 459 and we'll probably get a better bounce. It won't go below the, so let's change that to 459. Right, if that's true, what we're going to do is we're going to take the vertical rate and we're simply going to multiply it by -1. So we're changing basically the direction, right? Remember, in animation, in this direction, right, your top or your y-axis gets less, and in this direction your y gets greater. In this direction your x or horizontal gets greater, and when you go this way it gets less. So we're going to change direction. That's it. That's all you got to do. We're going to check to see if we hit the top, right? If picture box dot top is less than 0, then the V rate is going to be V rate times -1. We're just changing direction, right? If we go up here, okay, so this is why you can't really affect this one because there's space in between here. So we'd have to shrink that box to make this actually look better. But I'm not going to do that. You can do that on your own if you want to make it. In other words, if you want to make the dog's butt hit the top instead, or the tail over here hit instead, you can make this box, shrink this box. Actually, you got to make the image a little bigger too, because the image actually has space in there. So all depends. but you get the idea. We are checking the collision by just checking where that top and left location, we're going to do the left here, is in respect to the window. So we're going to see if we hit the right side. If the picture box 1.left is greater than 800, then the H rate equals H rate. And let's change this back to 400 just for that, since that's not going to really affect a whole lot. If the left value is greater than 100, then we're going to change the horizontal rate. We're going to make it negative, or make it opposite, not make it negative, make it opposite. And if we're going to check to see if we hit the left side. If the picture box dot left is less than 0, then we change the sign of the H rate. So every 5 milliseconds, this is going to be triggering this code, going to be running, executing. All right, picture box 1, we're going to say, right, if we click the picture box, if we do click it, we're going to increase the score by 1, right? That just increases the score. Then we're going to change label1's.text to show the score, right? And we're going to speed the picture up. So if the H rate is greater than 0, we're going to add 1 to the H rate. If the H rate is less than 0, we're going to subtract 1. Now you might be thinking, well, you're going to slowing down the picture, but you're not, because this depends on the reason why we're checking if it's greater than 0 or less than 0 is to see what direction it's going in, right? If it's going to the right, it's going to be greater than 0. We're going to add 1 to the H rate. If it's going to the left, right, that's just the direction, right? We're going to be subtracting 1 from the H rate, right? And we're really increasing it. Looks like we're decreasing it, but we're not. It's just the direction. And finally, with the vertical, the up and down. If it's greater than 0, if it's traveling up at the time it gets clicked, we're going to add 1. If it's traveling down at the time it gets clicked, we're going to be subtracting 1. And that's it.